So I'm going to start here, and we'll start trying to get rid of some of this stuff, and we'll start playing on with this cylinder head and going over here. I just want to see, you'll see how long it goes for until the compressor kicks in. Not very long at all. Okay? So that's that little bit there done. Compressor's not kicked in yet. There you go. So I'll give it a little while and I'll start again. Okay. So you can see. And have a look, see how much dust there is on the phone. Okay, so first off, so with continuous use, this compressor is running down around about 4 bar, which, to be fair, is so low. This is why it's taken so long to do, but the effect is good. So you can see we've done that bit there, and over here then, see, so you can see how far I went over there. So it gives you an idea about what it can do. So like I say, the effect of doing this sort of thing, I think it's going to be great on the engine. It should clean it up nicely. But we need a bigger compressor, really. Okay, so we've gone a little more professional here. One of my good friends has lent me this, or let me borrow this, just to see how it works, and so hopefully it will speed up the process a little bit. Okay, bear with me. Very quickly then, where are we? We started sandblasting, as you can see. I took it down my mate's into his cabinet, and very short and sweet. It was fantastic, but not for doing something big like this. It's very dark. It did have a light, but you couldn't see and you couldn't maneuver yourself very well around it. So I thought, and it was taking a long time as well. I thought, sorry, I might as well do it at home. So we're going to do it here. We're going to speed up the process now by 2 ways. We're going to make ourselves a couple of nozzles that go down in between the fins. I think that'll save us an awful lot of time. So that's what we're going to do on the lathe. And I made a couple of nozzles because I lost them the other day, didn't I? So we're going to do that in a second. And to speed up the process as well, another compressor. So we now have 2 50-litre compressors. Now you're thinking, why the bloody have you done that? There is method to my madness. I've got to get a T-piece, and then I will explain all a bit later. I've ordered one off eBay. I'm just waiting for it to turn up. So a couple of days, that'll turn up, and I should be able to link these in parallel. Okay. But for the time being, we can't do anything like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to make ourselves a nozzle. Now I'm going to make a couple of 4.5mm nozzles to go in my sandblasting gun. But I'm going to turn them down so they're small enough to go inside the fins, if that's possible. So they're going to be ever so thin. But I reckon it will speed up our sandblasting process no end around these cylinder heads, that's for sure. Well, let's try. Let's give it a go. For the sake of turning down a bit of metal, it's definitely got to be worth a go, hasn't it? So I'll just do them, and then I'll show you the end result in a second. Right then, now I reckon this might be a work of genius. This, and it only took about 5 minutes to make it. Now it's very, very thin walled, as you can see. But look, I'll be able to sandblast right down inside there, and I reckon this will save me quite a lot of time because it's quite. Well, we'll see. I reckon it will. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. We can't do it now because it's too late again to use the compressor anyway. And we'll wait. We'll wait until we get both compressors up and running. Okay, now my theory behind two compressors of the same size then. Well, I already had one and this was cheap. So it made sense to get this one. I don't have the space in here for a permanent bigger compressor. And I hardly ever use them anyway. So my theory behind this is I can keep one in here, then the other one, when I'm not using it, I can just chuck it in the shed or something like that and get it out of the way. Okay. What I'll have to do then, because they'll both run up to 8 bar, they both run the same pressures, so up to 8 and down to 4 or wherever it is before they cut back in again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect them both up together. So I just have one air line coming out of both of the compressors. I'm going to pump them up to 8 bar. I'm then going to use it until it drops down to 4 bar until they kick in. And then when they've both, we'll get them both to kick in. When they've both kicked in, I'll let them both pump up to around about 7 bar. And then I'm going to start sandblasting. And I reckon, with any luck, they'll be able to keep up with me. So I'm hoping that I'll just be able to maintain about 7 bars worth of pressure just with these two running. Now it might be a little bit noisy. So we'll probably have to do it at the weekend or something, but I'll do it in an evening, or early evening, not late evening anyway. Okay, but until I get the T-piece, I don't know, that's coming. So, we'll do that, we'll get ready. We'll sweep all of this dust up, we'll rebuild our room again, because we had to take it down the other day for something. And we'll get ready to go, and as soon as it's here, I'll come back to you. Now hopefully this will be the answer to all of our prayers. On another note, I've actually, for the sake of a tenner, or about 12 quid off of eBay, I've actually bought myself another nozzle anyway, because it's getting a bit worn out inside this one. And for the price, it's just not worth it. I may as well just get another one. Okay? Okay. I will speak to you in a couple of days when all the bits turn up.